Alright, I'm making this video just to kind of expand on a little bit of thought that I kind of touched on in the last one that I recorded. Uh, about people needing to be told what is wrong and right by religious leaders or even political leaders, any leader for that matter. Why do you need a leader to tell you what's wrong and right? I mean, if you look at things, first of all, I try to advise everybody to do this. This is the way I try to do it. You got to try to look at everything in life with an unbiased opinion. You got to try to push out everything you've ever been told or taught by anybody, your parents, religion, any leader that you have. Because, like, the whole thing in Christian religion about honor thy mother and father, you're supposed to listen to everything they say. Why would you do that if you know inherently that some of that is wrong? And that's my point about this video, is that if you look at little children who are innocent, they don't have anything to them. From the time that they become aware of the world around them, they know inherently the difference between wrong and right. If you have kids, you've seen it. You know when a kid goes to do something that they know is wrong. Okay, they know. It's just a look that comes over their face, and they know when things are right. The way that little kids can usually tell a good person from a bad person. It's not until they've started to be taught by people what's wrong and right that their views become clouded, and then the world starts to become a very hard place to figure out. But if you truly look with your heart, not with what you've been taught, but with the just ingrained knowledge of nature that's in you, you'll know wrong from right. And until you can learn to push out these kind of views out of your mind, you're going to be trapped. I mean, I constantly, when I'm talking to people, I refer to people who like to live in a box. And that box is their world, where everything is already figured out for them. And they don't have to think about anything. They don't have to try to figure it out for themselves, because there's already been somebody there to tell them what is and what isn't, what's wrong and what's right, what's good and what's bad. Just like they've been taught to do from childhood, usually by your parents. You're taught to, you listen, and this is what's wrong and what's right, and this is the way it is, and you don't have a choice but to understand that this is the way it is. I have a real problem with that. Like I said, just some thoughts of mine. Just wanted to expand a little bit on that, but I believe in nature, in the way that things naturally are, and the natural ability to know wrong from right, to know good from bad. And it's horrible that people have that killed off in them when they're growing up, and then the world does horrible things to a person's view, and then eventually they end up being in a very bad place, and this makes very bad people. And you can free yourself from this by using common sense. Everybody's got common sense, whether they've been taught to use it or not. You have it, but it's on you to open your eyes and open your mind and just take a look at things. Just try to push out everything that you've been told and taught about your life. And I mean, I don't even know how to put it. Just look around you. Look around you at everything. Start to examine things. Find out what makes sense and what doesn't. And you'll get the truth, but you can't get the truth if you're looking at things through some pair of glasses that's been put on your eyes that tells you what's right and what's wrong. You're never going to get anywhere like that. And I really hope that some people watch this and it strikes a chord with them, and they're like, I mean, even most people are initially, because of the programming that's been put in your head about what's right and wrong, a lot of people are just initially going to be like, well, yeah, he's got a point, because I've been taught to keep an open mind, or he's an idiot, he doesn't know what he's talking about because I've been taught that. Don't try to get away from that. Just try to think about it, and think about it with both sides of the argument, and then look between both sides of the argument and find the truth. And in almost all things in life, everything that you hear has some amount of truth to it, but you have to look for where the truth is. The truth is not an obvious thing for most of us, because most of the times we're not taught to look for the truth. We're taught to listen to what we're told. And that's sad. That's really sad. And I love everybody in the world, and I hope that everybody in the world one day can wake up and use their minds to think about things in a more clear way, and make up your mind for yourself. That's why I'm such a big promoter of doing your own research on subjects. Don't just take what you're told by the news, the media, your leaders. Do your own research. Look around, talk to people, get to know people, get a bigger world view, and try to find some truth, something that matters to you, you'll notice the truth just sounds different when you're looking at it from an unbiased view. The truth will ignite something inside of you, an electrical charge that you will feel. And once you learn to open your eyes and live like that, you'll always be able to tell the truth from a lie, from somebody just telling you bullshit that you might not have before recognized right away as a lie, but you will. But it's on you to open up your mind and start to look at the big picture. I mean, just some thoughts. I mean, let me hear what y'all got to say. Later.